Good morning, Geeks and Gamers. Welcome to Hotel Geeks and Gamers Daily. I am here with my good friend, the most positive man on the internet, Ryan Kennel. What's up, man?
What's up, Jeremy? Yes, Geeks and Gamers Daily. We decided to turn it over to Drunk 3PO for one day. And before there was even a stream, it was already a disaster with the title. So we figured that has to stop. That has to end. We're bringing it back to normal. All right.
Yep. Early streaming, they're still late. So there we go. Yeah, so we are an hour early. Obviously, we're traveling. We've got we're going to be on for a quick hour today. We didn't mess the title up, and
well, I don't think so. I could have, but
I haven't stopped thinking about this stream. I have not stopped thinking about it. Do you know what that means, Ryan?
I don't. I saw a couple of people say that, but is it something that happened in Dan and Jay's stream? I'm assuming.
Well, so Gary tweeted out that One Piece was amazing, and so I commented and I was like, yeah, I fucking loved it. I was like, I can't stop thinking about it, and then there's meme the hell out of that. They're like, oh, Jeremy, I can't stop thinking about it. That sounds. I was like, Jay made a whole fucking channel over Avatar, but I'm getting memed for saying I can't stop thinking about One Piece. Okay, that makes sense. But yes, they were memeing me on that one. I was like, really a common thing people say when they like a movie or a show that I've stopped thinking about that since I watched it. But they're memed the hell out of me. So I was like, let's roll with it. So during Covercast last night, people are like, I joined this live chat and I loved it so much I can't stop thinking about it. But yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
I mean, I have not watched One Piece yet. There's still a lot on my, to-do list. I haven't watched Stranger Things yet, so maybe I'll get around to that someday. But that would probably be before I watch One Piece, if I had to imagine.
One Piece is fucking awesome. Everybody needs to watch it. It's great. And it made me make a video, Ryan. And so, Ryan, do you know something crazy happened?
What? You gained subs.
We gained subs again.
That's wild how that works.
It's so I don't understand it. It's when you make videos that people like, people subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, when you make videos, YouTube might recommend your channel to others. Mm-hmm. When you just do like 2 or 3 hour live streams, they don't typically.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to a good Geeks and Gamers Daily. Main event's I still don't know what the hell I'm doing for main event tonight. I don't know if we're gonna do it from the hotel. I don't know if we're gonna be doing it while we're driving. I have no idea. But much like everything, I'll figure it out.
I know one thing. I won't be there.
You won't be there.
I will not be there Tuesday night's main event tonight because I won't be there. That's pretty much the reason. I can't be there. So
that's a damn good reason, Ryan. Real quick, we're still in the kind of getting our feet wet phase here of the stream every morning, but Aaron Rodgers, man, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's rough.
Is this going to be a career ender for him?
39-year-old. If it's a ruptured Achilles, obviously what it is. Probably.
It's so bad. I mean, he ran out there with the American flag last night.
And, it was an incredible scene. It was an incredible scene, and for that team, that's the biggest story of the NFL season. Was Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets? It was the biggest story of the offseason. Then the Jets got Hard Knocks. If anybody hasn't watched this season of Hard Knocks, I recommend you do. It's pretty interesting. And I mean, somehow they were able to rally and win that game last night in a pretty crazy fashion, but that's going to be temporary. Their Super Bowl hopes are done. Any hopes that they had of this being an elite level team are done. Now, do they roll with Zach Wilson? Do they go out and get a quarterback like Matt Ryan? Do you go out and get a quarterback like Carson Wentz?
Tom Brady?
I don't think that's happening, or do you stick with what you got?
Yeah.
And roll with it. I think they stick with Zach Wilson.
Did you see Peyton Manning's response live? He's like, who's the quarterback for the Jets? And he's like, wait, is Zach Wilson still there? What?
Yeah, like, Jesus, this is your fucking job, you fucking hick. Fucking Peyton, his dumbass brother, don't even know the backup is on Hard Knocks. Like, whatever.
Anyway, but there's more of that over on Sports Wars if you guys are interested. So, Marcus says Dan Vask is takeover since 199. Yeah, did you see he titled the stream Dan Vask is takeover?
Yeah.
Only Jay, man. Only Jay. Oh my God. Gary's Beard Crabs. Jay and Dan hosting daily was the worst thing to happen on the 11th of September in all of history.
Never forget.
Ouch. It was a big train wreck. It really was. It was a. What do you expect? What do you expect? Taco about it says can't stop thinking about it. LOL. Toe Mach 450. Since you like One Piece, hope you're ready for the drip of the Sandman. Yeah, I didn't just like One Piece. I loved it, and I'm now watching the anime. And I'm very much enjoying the anime as well. Because, like I said, if I had one criticism of the live action, it was just that there wasn't enough time for the adventure element. It kind of moves really fast. Like, hey, we're going to be here. Oh, we're going to be there. Oh, we're going to be here. And there wasn't like you didn't grasp that adventure element. And so I would like to have gotten a little more of that from a world building standpoint. But that's like a minor criticism of a show that I very much loved. And so I'm sure I'm going to get more of that world building from 1,000 episodes of the anime. 1,000 episodes, Ryan. Why don't you get caught up on One Piece?
I'm good. I'm also not going to watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm also, pretty much not going to watch anything.
Not going to watch Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Wow.
Or Dragon Ball Kai, or Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball Super Superhero, or Dragon Ball like Super Saiyan Sensei, fucking whatever.
Did you see that Chris Benoit in a super chat that Dan walked right into yesterday on Daily?
Easy to trick the foreigners. I saw that he sent a super chat. I wasn't able to stick around to like watch any of it, but I saw the super chat highlighted in the chat at one point.
I can't remember the specifics. I was driving. Something to do with like, hey Dan, you work out a lot or something. You should take up, professional wrestling or something. Like, yeah, I did a chokehold on my son, but he didn't like it or something like that. I'm like, God damn it, dude.
Did Dan give him a bunch of like advice like Chrissy did?
It wasn't near as bad as Chrissy, but like Jay was laughing about it. But Dan thought Jay was just laughing because it's Jay and not specific to the super chat. So it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But yeah, the legend of Chris Benoit continues. Let's see. I watched yesterday's stream for a minute before going to rearrange my sock drawer. Way better. Switched to night shift. Switched to night shift trucking. Still listening during my nights. Headed home to catch some Z's. I'll be back tonight. You guys are the best. Well, hey, be safe out there. The working man. We respect the working man. Respect the truck driving working man. Always respect the truck driving working man.
Yeah, thank you, Cranking the Hog.
Yeah. So Ryan, what do we got to talk about today?
Well, I figure we can talk a little bit. Obviously, Jay and Dan did their, reaction and everything to the Aquaman 2 trailer yesterday. The Aquaman 2 trailer was barely a trailer. It was literally a teaser for a trailer. It was a trailer for a trailer. Even James Wan was making fun of it on Instagram. But I think the irony of all of this was DC fans had noticed, hey, we're less than 100 days out from the release of Aquaman 2, and we've seen nothing. We don't even have an official poster. We haven't seen a trailer. Think about something like the Marvels. That trailer was released like 6 months ago. Their teaser trailers were like 6 months ago, and that's not coming out till November. Even Dune, had so much promotion, for months and months leading up to where they decided to just straight up move that thing. Yet Aquaman 2, we'd heard nothing from it. A lot of people thought there could be two reasons for that. One, this thing is a shit show. This thing is a mess. They've had 3 rounds of reshoots on Aquaman 2, trying to get some semblance of a movie that people might actually enjoy. And also, there's just the reality that has set in for DC that regardless of how good they think this movie might be, no one's probably going to show up to watch it. when you look at the last year with the results for DC at the box office, Black Adam, flop. Shazam 2, flop. The Flash, flop. And now Blue Beetle, despite excusing things about a hurricane and all this other shit, also a massive flop for DC. There's really no hope for Aquaman 2 to do anything at the box office. And it's pretty wild that we're talking about it. Like, we're talking about a movie like this when it's a sequel to the highest grossing DCEU movie in history, $1 billion movie for them. And it looks like nobody has any hope in the sequel.
Yeah. I have never seen a more irrelevant sequel to such a massively successful movie, but this is less about Aquaman and more about the DCEU. Like the DC. I don't even know if you call it the DCEU anymore. I have no idea what the fuck they're calling it. I don't know what's what.
So technically, this should be the last film
one
in the DCEU era. Now, James Gunn has said, "Oh, Blue Beetle is the first." I'm confirming that he will be in the DCU going forward, but this movie doesn't necessarily connect. So,
yeah, and I mean there's so many things. This is the perfect storm for a disaster. It's a perfect storm for disaster because of what's happened with DC, with the leadership issues, with the lack of interest in the whole entire universe, and then the Amber Heard element. You know what I mean? Like, it's a perfect storm. I don't know what to even. Do you have any idea what to anticipate this movie's going to do? I have no feel for this movie at all.
My feeling, it will be coming out over Christmas, stuff like that. My feeling is it's going to be closer to like Black Adam numbers, which was like 3.8. I think it'll be closer to Black Adam than it will be to Flash. Flash was like 265 million worldwide. Black Adam was like 370 or something like that. I think it'll be a little closer to Black Adam, but I don't know. There's no guarantee of that, certainly. In this era, when you combine how tired people are of superhero movies in general, bad superhero movies in general, and the lack of care for DC. But I also didn't think that the first Aquaman was going to make as much money as it made, and it just kind of took off.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, what's the budget on this film?
Nobody knows, but the estimates are really high with all the CGI that goes into it, with the number of reshoots that they've had. Again, 3 different rounds of reshoots on this thing. Sky's the limit. I would be shocked if it wasn't at least $250 to $300 million.
I just don't understand how this is just continuing. Do they understand the severity of this universe? Do they understand? I wonder if James Gunn fully understands what he's walking into right now, because this is a huge problem. Yes, giving you a teaser of a trailer is so weird. Dun 4 days.
Yeah.
In 4 days, the film that we've completely ignored. We're bringing out a full teaser. Like, it's
like, teaser trailers are one thing. The teaser trailers are usually like little, like 60-second spots. It's usually the first thing that comes out. This was a 30-second that half of it was just text telling you to watch for the trailer. To be honest with you, I think there's a chance that it could have been a reaction to people talking about how there's no trailer. Mm-hmm. And so, like, hey, let's cut something up really quick to just get it out there so we can get a full trailer like within a week. You know what I mean? I honestly think that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Because possible. James Wan, on James Wan's Instagram, he said, finally, the first teaser trailer for Aquaman 2, which I don't know. And then he was joking with people in the comments. They said, is this really a trailer for a trailer? What the fuck? He's like, LOL. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious.
God. What a disaster, man. What a disaster. So, I mean, chat, are you guys interested in seeing Aquaman 2? Are you excited? Are you hyped? I don't think you are. And I think this is going to be a shit show for them in more ways than one. And I guess we'll see how it all plays out. But I'm certainly not interested at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing how poorly it does, I guess. I thought the first movie was fine. I felt like the first movie it felt like a Marvel movie, like a very, very stereotypical Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. But I didn't think it was bad, or I think there's some bad parts of it, but I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. There was, I will say, there's a part that stands out in that movie like a sore thumb. It's when they're in the desert. It's like after they've like jumped out of the plane and they're walking through the desert and they're both kind of like Jason Momoa is acting like a petulant child, kind of like super immature, like towards her. It's almost like that part was a different movie or a different director or something. It didn't work at all. It didn't fit at all. Yet it really stood out like a sore thumb. This movie, I feel like the entire thing's gonna feel like that because who knows how much of it they've reshot or cobbled together from different things. And at one point in time, there were multiple different Batmen that were supposed to be a part of this. I don't know if either of them are now. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just DC is a disaster, and
it really is.
But you know what the result? You know what the problem? The solution is? Got to reboot it. So they are. So yeah. I guess it's, do you trust James Gunn to reboot it? That's the ultimate question.
Yep. Well, it's going to be fun to see how this box office turns out. So good stuff indeed. All right, so let's catch up. Where are we?
Cole Hauser for 2. Happy 40th anniversary to G.I. Joe. 199, yo, Joe. 40th anniversary. Huh?
No, a real American hero. That's what he means.
Oh.
A-R. Yeah, a real American hero.
I thought that was just like coming from the perspective of a Chinese Muslim. Like, praise Allah. That's what I thought that was.
I was already laughing that she made it wrong, but then when you brought the Chinese Muslim into it.
There you go. Praise Allah. Come get my Shi chicken.
Oh, shit.
Tyler Harris for 10. Haven't seen Ahsoka yet, Ryan. But in KOTOR 1 or 2, Revan or Mitra can turn your companions in either Jedi or Sith in a way that makes sense, but Sabine accessing it beyond makes... well, I think it got cut off. No, those are people... You discover people that... You run into people that are Force sensitive. Not everyone in your party can become a fucking Jedi, right? But... Or there might be... I guess there could be some fucking mod where they do things like that. But there's obviously canon levels of games and canon things that happen in games. And there are a couple companions that you can kind of discover that they have Force sensitivity, but not like Sabine, who literally spent years and years and years and years with Jedi, training with Jedi, with no Force sensitivity. That's what I would say. Mage Demon.
Oh my goodness, Mage Demon is here. Oh, I didn't even know Mage Demon was here. Oh boy.
I'm going to miss Ryan Kinnell. Congrats on. Thanks.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe not, because you're not going to be on main event. Maybe.
I don't know what congrats on means. So.
It's Mage Demon. Oh boy.
He's
Mage
fucking
Demon.
hammered.
I don't know what's about to happen, but Mage Demon, when Mage Demon shows up to a G&G stream, it gets a bit crazy.
We do have 5 gift memberships from Maldy. Thank you very much, Maldy. Appreciate that. Where the fuck was I? What?
Mage Demon drops 2. You two homos look more broke than me.
My lighting's rough.
Hey, hotel video, man. What do you expect?
It doesn't really matter on videos. On stream, it's rough.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, you guys started early. Yeah, I did. I mean, we were late to it. I announced it last night on CobraCast that it was going to be an hour early, but I know the majority of people here probably didn't know.
I announced it on my stream that I was doing at midnight that we're going to be 1 hour early on the morning stream. Yeah. But yeah, and that's right. We got a couple things that we have to take care of. So we didn't want to miss it. We didn't want to skip it. And we certainly didn't want to let fucking Jay and Dan do it again. So we decided an hour early. That was the best. That was the best way to do it.
Yeah. I saw Mermaid said, what was it? Hang on. It was go ahead, Ryan, read that one.
Tyler Harris, this is the rest of that chat. Makes no sense at all. Why couldn't she just be a Mando? I don't know. I think she should just embrace being Mandalorian and do Mandalorian shit. That's what I think. And I don't mind her. Listen, she trained with the dark saber, all that stupid bullshit in Rebel. I don't mind her being proficient with a lightsaber. but not able to necessarily go up against people that are Force proficient. Go ahead.
Mermaid Messiah says Mage Demon is, where did it go? Intoxicated and rich. Yeah, like Mage Demon, like I like Ryan's view of it. Or Mage Demon's just getting hammered, just dropping gifted memberships like crazy, and then regrets it the next day.
Yeah, like that's what I think. Like Mage Demon is like doing work, and he's like fucking working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay, all this stuff. And he gets back home and just fucking drinks himself into a stupor to feel better. And he's like, man, these guys are cool. I give everybody memberships. And then wakes up the next day. He's like, what? I fucking spent $700 on these jamokes. That's what I think it's like.
Oh, man.
But then next payday comes around 2 weeks later. He's right back here.
Oh, you love it. You love it.
Gungo Mac. Aaron Rodgers' Achilles is in better shape than Aquaman 2.
Ah, damn.
Did you see the actual snap video?
Yeah, I did. I saw it slow mode. It was bad. It's tough to watch because
it reminds me of the Kevin Durant one because you could see that. Obviously, a different situation, but that's just it sucks. That sucks. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure Live. Yo, guys, what is your favorite non-binary, gender-neutral video game character with they/them pronouns?
Heel versus babyface.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know if I can name one.
I don't think I can. I mean, it's just, that just shows how irrelevant that crap is. Can't even name one.
Bert for 199, not paying to watch Aqua 2 if Turd is in the movie. Well, I guess she's not paying. She's in the movie. She's not being recast. Like they did a lot of reshoots, but they didn't reshoot her. Gramcast for 2, Aquaman 2, biggest superhero bomb in the decade. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to bomb harder than Flash or not. I tend to think it'll get more than Flash. I don't really know why. Maybe just because of when it's being released over the holidays. But I think it's going to do better than the Flash, which isn't saying a lot.
I mean, Aquaman 1 did 1.2, 1.3, something like that. Billion.
1.1. Was it 1.1? 1.1, 1.2. I don't know if it got up to 1.3. Let me look.
Such a massive success for DC. I feel like it did 1.2.
See,
but maybe I'm wrong.
1.14.
Okay, there you go. And so with that amount, like, there's gonna have to be normie interest out there for this movie that's gonna carry it. I believe it's got to carry it over Flash, but it will be funny if it doesn't make Flash's money. That would be funny. Of course, we thought that the normie interest is there for Flash because of having multiple Batman in it, from a marketing standpoint. Even just like Michael Keaton's Batman, you thought that was there. It wasn't. So,
yeah. Curtis D of Montana. Hail 199. Hail Geeks and Gamers. Is it true Az and Gary got married? G&G's the best of humanity.
It is true.
I think it's okay. I don't. In UK, I think they legalized gay marriage a long time before we did. Just look at them.
I just said it though, man. If you watch that video,
What?
Right? Did you watch the Az video of them getting married?
Oh no, I don't think so. Oh, the one he put out.
Yeah. So I mean, Az seemed to be the dominant personality in the equation.
Silverback.
There you go.
Silverback gorilla who found him who he decided he claimed Gary. That's just how it is.
He just snatched Gary up and dragging him around.
Ethan Flash replies, since Ryan's a sports fan, I'm shocked Yellow Flash hasn't recommended the anime Slam Dunk. Flash is in his top 5 anime.
Yeah, again, and thank you, Ethan Flash. So again, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Ryan greatly appreciates it when you super chat anime recommendations to him. It's his favorite part of the show. He loves it. He's got a long list of anime he's looking forward to watching.
Yep, that's me. Mage Demon. Oh, you two hoes look more broke than me. We got that one already. Thank you.
Mage, you can tell Mage is struggling when he's only sending the $2 super chat and a member message.
Carl Sagan for 2. Who here's going to Beyonce concert? Where's silver? What the fuck are you even talking about? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Thank you. Dio Brando for 199. Chinless, lipless, browless Ryan. Thank you. Giggles and Bits. Member for 3 months. Can't stop thinking about Longhorn. Praise Ara. Thank you. The Tog OG for 5. Went to Disney last week on vacation. Not worth the money. The people in Florida need to go back to driver's ed.
Yes, I agree. I tend to think that everywhere I go, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Gremlin Anku for 10. What the hell? Where's Jay and Dan? Dan is takeover. That's all I know.
Dan is takeover.
Cognicat, member for 6 months. They are now Azzy and Garriott. What a couple. Cam Man, member for 18 months. Aaron Rodgers' Achilles fell off. Beardo, probably. Also, Beardo, corn the long way. I can't stop thinking about it. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Just Jack Hoff, member for 2 months. Quite a profile picture. Who's going to the college football playoff? Roll Tide, LOL.
Hey, Bama's still ranked 10th. Early in the season. Don't count us out yet. Don't count us out yet.
Project Taco. Hey, yo, when you hoes coming to H-Town, Co Ryan, I'll hook you up with some prime yellow bones and buy you a grill by Johnny Dang, cut. Is H-Town Houston? I don't know when I'm planning to go back to Houston. I'm not sure. But I'll look for them yellow bones when I'm there. Thanks. Project Taco. We also did over on the Rumble side. Faux Peasy became a monthly supporter. Thank you very much, Faux Peasy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support over on Rumble from all you guys as well. I want to talk about Drew Barrymore a little bit.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I love talking about Drew Barrymore.
I know you do. I know
she's always a hot topic for me. Drew Barrymore always in the spotlight, always in the limelight. Let me see if I can get rid of a couple of these fucking extra shits that I don't need here.
I may actually make a video about this one day. This Drew Barrymore topic, Ryan.
Really?
No.
I made one this morning before we did our thing. So
I was happy to make. I was really happy that I made the One Piece video. So I'm gonna have to. People in the chat. Somebody said. They said things are weird right now. Jeremy's praising things. No Mario Kart tonight, and Dan and Jay are hosting daily. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Let's get into this. The Hollywood writers' strike has been going on for over 4 months now, and honestly, it doesn't look like there's any end in sight because not only are the studios seemingly not willing to negotiate, but there's no public support for the writers or actors. People don't care. People are finding other ways to entertain themselves right now. So this is the time when you're going to start to see people turn on each other in woke Hollywood, and that's what's happening. As some people decide, hey, we're going to find ways to get back to work, other people who are still striking are going to say, no, you can't do that. You have to stand with us in support. And Drew Barrymore has now found herself at the center of some controversy. Drew Barrymore slammed by Hollywood actors and writers for bringing talk show back amid strikes. Gross, scab, incredibly disappointing. And she's getting slammed by some Hollywood actors for her decision. She's owning it to bring her talk show back. To be clear, there's no violation for her to do that because she's part of a different sect of people like these daytime shows. They did some agreement back in 2020. But when it comes to writers on her staff, those certainly may or may not be union writers. If they are union writers, they're crossing the picket line. If they're not union writers, they're bringing in other people to replace the union. So that's why all the people in the union are very, very mad. Got people like this. Oh, you own it. For sure, Drew Barrymore, and we'll never forget it. On September 11th, by the way, Bradley Whitford, the actor, tweeted that out. Adam Conover. I fucking hate this piece of shit, by the way. This Adam Ruins Everything. I fucking despise this dude.
Who is it?
That guy? Dude,
Yeah.
Adam Conover, he's the guy that did that Adam Ruins Everything show where he tried to like debunk things or fact check things, but it turned out just to be more propaganda. I hate that little, I was going to say a word I can't say on YouTube, but I hate this piece of shit. This is incredibly disappointing. Drew Barrymore show employs WGA writers who are currently on strike. She's choosing to go back on air without them and forcing her guests to cross a picket line. Drew, I didn't mean to fucking click this. Drew, this harms your writers and all union workers. Please reconsider. The worst part is Drew and her production company claim they're following WGA strike rules. They are not. They're violating them by producing a WGA-covered written show during a strike without WGA writers. This is going on and on and on. And this is what you're seeing. You're seeing woke Hollywood turn on woke Hollywood. But I don't know, Jeremy, something about Drew Barrymore kneeling in front of Dylan Mulvaney and celebrating Dylan Mulvaney's womanhood. I don't really have too much sympathy for her getting blasted right now. What about you?
No, I don't either. I have no sympathy for Drew Barrymore after some of the things that she's done, but it's just the Hollywood mindset in general. I never have sympathy for these people when they eat each other alive, because it is a cult mentality in Hollywood. It always has been, and it's gotten even worse over the last few years. And there's a reason why people that speak out against politics in a different direction tend to be, kind of excommunicated from Hollywood or treated differently because of that type of mindset. And that's just how it is. I mean, I was talking about this last night where it hit my feed that, and I can't remember what year this was, but and I'm sure you remember this, the Comedy Central roast of Donald Trump. And what was that, like maybe 2013, 2014, maybe? He was flirting with the idea of the president, presidential run and everything. But you had people like Snoop Dogg up there on stage. You had all these celebrities, and it was like as soon as they were told to have a different opinion on an individual, that's exactly what they did. You know what I mean? Like Snoop Dogg went from thinking Trump was the coolest guy ever, to them pretending that he wanted to, get rid of him in music videos. And that is a small sample size of the things you see in Hollywood. So there's Drew Barrymore thing. I mean, Drew Barrymore has been around since like E.T. You know what I mean? This is literally like she is in a lot of ways Hollywood royalty from a perspective of she's been doing this for so long. She's been involved in the game for so long, and they're willing to cast her out. Now she's one of the people that falls in line with all their bullshit. And I'll never forget the whole, Dylan Mulvaney and the nonsense with that. But yeah, I just think this is why no one likes Hollywood. They talk down to people. They talk shit to people, and people are just sick and tired of it. And so I have no sympathy for her whatsoever.
Yeah, this is where we're about to be at. It's going to be them eating themselves now. Anyone that does decide to break from the union hive mind and go back to work, they're going to get attacked. And think about this. There are a lot of people right now that are getting kicked out of their apartments, getting kicked out of their houses, that are living in their cars, that aren't these big Hollywood fucking elites, that don't have all this money saved up, that are working like normal people kind of month to month. And if they have an opportunity to go work on a show like this and get paid, a lot of them should take that opportunity. I don't think you can fault them for not standing with the union as they lose everything, while a lot of these people that are just mouthpieces, tell them, oh, do the right thing, stand by the union. Fuck that. It's just, it's garbage. And again, I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. The studios don't seem to care, and the fans don't seem to miss it. So I don't know how much longer the strike's going to go, but maybe even December, who knows?
And man, and Hollywood's just in bad shape right now with all of this going on. I mean, obviously they had it's weird because we haven't seen anything quite like the Barbie and Oppenheimer situation. You know what I mean? Where both of these films released. At that point in time, you only had one film that had made $1 billion, which was Mario. And all of a sudden you have Barbie and Oppenheimer come out of nowhere. And Barbie becomes the highest grossing film of the year. Oppenheimer, did it officially cross 900 million? Yeah, it's close.
It's very close. Very close. Yeah.
And it'll flirt. I don't think it'll get to $1 billion, but it's definitely going to at least get like to maybe 950. Collectively, $2.5 billion between two films that released on the same day. That is crazy. And all that good momentum and it showed you it was the path forward for Hollywood. Hey, guess what? We should make things for different audiences and not try to intertwine shit all over the place. Make movies for men, make them for men, make movies for women, quit trying to intertwine, give people options. And instead of them learning that lesson, they're just actively destroying themselves with all of this other stuff. So it's a perfect scenario to watch this all play out. And I don't know when this gets resolved. You think till December potentially this could go on?
Maybe, I don't know. Like, that's what some people are saying, but the reality is the studio doesn't seem to be in any hurry to like get them back right now. There doesn't seem to be any urgency from the studio's side.
Yeah.
But I think December, that could be it. That could be the time. But the problem is there's no public pressure on them. And look at the last quarter for Warner Brothers. Their cash flow is up because they had to spend less money in stuff they would have been spending money on if there wasn't the strike going on.
Yeah.
You know, they're losing less money by not producing these things. This is the worst time for them to strike. Box office failures, streaming failures, cable TV is on the downswing and has been for a long time. Marketing revenue is down for ads because cable TV is going away. So across all aspects of entertainment, things are not in good shape. And this is when the writers and actors decided to strike. Stupid.
They get what they deserve. And this is like, I guess for me, I mean, I've been checked out for a while with a lot of the newer stuff now. And I don't know how. I mean, they will recover once it's all said and done. They just will. People will still, they want their entertainment and stuff like that. But you're definitely looking at a situation like the late night host, for instance. That's one thing where I kind of question, do they recover? You know what I mean? Because with cable dying, with that type of thing dying, nobody is asking for them to come back. And I mean, it is who? Give me are there people that want movies and their TV shows? 100%. Who's asking for the late night host to come back? Who's sitting around depressed because they don't have their daily dose of Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon? Who's doing it?
And that's something that's super easy to replace with anything. Whether it's a show on Netflix or video games or whatever. It's like, that's so easy to just snap your fingers and never have to worry about watching another cringe Stephen Colbert episode again.
I hope, if anything, that these late night hosts have kind of realized that they are truly irrelevant and truly replaceable. And they have been replaced by a lot of people. And if it wasn't for YouTube pushing them as much as they do, the fact that I see Jimmy Kimmel videos in my feed is kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
I want, I am actually interested in whatever the next Strike Force 5 podcast is, because I want to hear them address Jimmy Fallon's apology over the allegations and stuff.
You know, they won't even. Yep. And that just shows you how people are, that there's no way they would talk about that. You know what I mean? They're like, because they probably have a meeting prior. Because like, do me and you have meetings every day before we go live? I literally hop in. I'm like, hey, Ryan, what are we talking about? This, and this. Okay. Rumble connected. Yeah. All right. Let's go live. Boom. I'm in the discussion. These guys, like, they map out like, hey, now, do you not want us to bring this up? Okay, guys, I can't talk about this. I can't, they have it all planned out. And again, authenticity is the number one thing that you have to have on YouTube and on the internet. And it's the number one thing that those guys are lacking. They are not authentic at all. They are fake. They can't even come together and do a podcast like this because they don't have people writing every line for them. And they don't have that big production and the fake clapping and the fake audience and the fake noise. I mean, like,
we do have applause buttons from time to time, but we don't have a sign that tells you when to clap and when to laugh.
Well, I was going to lean into the fake applause that we use on Friday Tights, but you jumped in there, Ryan.
Sorry.
But yeah,
you were rambling.
I was rambling. That's what we do. Go ahead.
Let's see. I said that one. The Exalted Patriarch for 5. Morning, my swiggas. Have you seen the trailer for the new Tom Hardy, Austin Butler movie, The Bike Riders? 1960s biker flick. Looks great. Haven't.
I haven't. Sounds awesome. By the way, so if a lot of you are tuning in, we are an hour early today. We had to start an hour early. Got some things going on. Tuesday night's main event is completely up in the air. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. But that's why you guys are probably like, wait, what? They're live? That's why we had this scheduled for an hour early today.
Yeah. That these things happen, you know. Sometimes you got to make changes. Yep. Mage Demon for 10. Awkward. Mage. I was just checking in to say I'll be going back to lurker random chat comments. I love the fellowship, but I need to start saving for my own thing. Hail the 199, G&G, FNT, and hail the fandom.
Hey, Mage Demon. I saw everybody in the chat responding to that. Everybody was telling you thank you for everything you've done. Dude, we love you, bro. And we're only just giving you shit because we like to have fun. But ultimately, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I've said this 1,000 times. Don't ever take away from what you have going on to support us. So you've done a ton to support us, and we appreciate it, bro. So take care of yourself, and we appreciate you, man. And so does
everybody in the chat. Shout out Mage Demon, the Australian drunk, which that might be an oxymoron, to be honest.
That might be. It might be one of the most respectable people. Like he probably never had a sip of alcohol in his life. He's like me, but we made this whole meme about him being a drunk.
Project Taco for 5. Faux, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. Catch me lane switching with the paint dripping. Thank you. Just jack off for 199. How about them Longhorns? Hashtag go Noles.
Yeah, they had a good game. We'll see what the end of the season
Florida State.
Like. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. We'll see how they're looking then. I personally want to see Arch Manning come in. I was hoping they'd knock out another Texas quarterback like Bama's done so many times.
Matthew Reeves for 5. How does one get a G&G Meta PC? Tried looking for one last night and couldn't find it. Could you please remind us how that works? Thank you. So if you want like the wrap itself, contact them. Contact their customer support. Say, hey, I'm interested in a Geeks and Gamers wrap for a Meta PC, and they should be able to hook you up for that. Yeah, make sure you use code Geeks or 199. And yeah, you get a little discount on that too. So shout out. Thank you very much, Matthew.
Yeah. Shout out to Meta PCs. And people said I'm not drinking Bud Light. What? I don't drink alcohol. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, what would it be? Is it more likely to be a Bud Light or a Pepsi at 10 o'clock in the morning? Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 5. In 2008, I sided with the writer's strike because I used to be entertained by their products and shows. Now with all their virtue signaling, screw them. Yeah, a lot of people felt that way. We used to watch linear television. We used to watch the same shows each day, every week. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You were expecting new episodes of The Office or whatever it was. And the writer's strike, really, like, people were mad. They wanted it to end. People don't care right now. No. Blackjack, remember for 6 months. Anyone notice WB just dumped a bunch of stuff on Prime, raising cash? Warner Brothers needs to pay off a lot of debt. They're guess what? They're doing what used to make all these companies a lot of money, which is licensing out some of their shit for a while for some cash. There's nothing wrong with that. Amazon gets some content on their thing. They pay WB a little bit of money, and Warner Brothers spreads their shit out there.
Let's say a minty for 50 in honor of Mage Demon's monetary sacrifice on the G&G altar. Mage Demon, the gifty goat, long may he reign. Look at that, man. See, G&G peeps are just looking out for each other. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And again, shout out to Mage Demon, the legend Mage Demon.
Thank you, Mage Demon, and thank you, Amenti, for that 50. Blake Barrett for 2. The only late night host we need is D-Day Cobra.
Hey, let's go. Cobracast ain't going nowhere. In fact, it's probably going to get more Cobracast as time goes on.
Taco about it for 2. Durka, Jihad, Durka. Thank you. Magnum Norse for 20. Maggots always wake up early to eat digital weenus, according to Dan Vask. There you go. Thank you, Magnum. Travis's World for four months. Seems like a lot of the talk shows are getting desperate for attention and breaking the strike. They got to. Andy plays games for 5. I can't stop thinking about you both. No homo. Sounds kind of gay, but we'll take your word for it, Andy.
Anybody that says that, super gamer word. Super gamer word. Why didn't you get a notification for this stream? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but at least you're here now. So again, we did start an hour early. Sorry for all the confusion on that, but we're glad that a lot of you are here now. That's all that matters.
No comprendo for 2. 100-ounce voltage Mountain Dew with extra ice at 6 a.m. 100-ounce? That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking Mountain Dew voltage. But hey,
what is your like? Do they even make Mountain Dew Kickstarts anymore? I was drinking the hell out of those for a while, but I stopped.
I like those fruit punch. Yeah,
I like the citrus one.
I typically do Rockstar fruit punch, the white can, the 0 calorie one, rather than the Mountain Dew one. I feel like it's got a little more caffeine and also it's 0 calories. I like the white. I like a big white monster. You know, I like one of those in the morning to wake me up. What else? Yeah, it's typically or some espresso. It's typically what I do. Am I back?
Yeah,
are we back?
We're back. We're back.
All right. I don't know what the fuck would happen. Both of our internets just went down, but
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, we're back. Burr for 199. I bet Ryan likes a big white monster. Hey,
when
you
said
not
that,
self-centered, I knew what I was saying.
This is Ryan loves when we tell the stream to refresh because he always gets mad because if
you can't hear me, refresh, guys. If you can't hear what I'm saying, hit the refresh button.
But what happens is the chat repeats that and then people see it.
Hey, can everybody in the auditorium hear me? If you can't hear me, raise your hand. I hate when dumb fucking cocksuckers say that. It's like the dumbest shit. Magna Norse for 10. I'm not joking about digital weenus with Dan Vask. It's become a thing on Camelcast. Well, there you go. Chikara for 20. Real BBC's 1 hour early too. Jay and Dan will ruin TNME. You said run. I corrected it to ruin. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Jay and Dan will be there or not.
Dude, everybody's traveling right now. Literally everybody's traveling. It's crazy.
Yeah, things happen. But other than that, we're all caught up. Let me check Rumble. Make sure we're good over there. We are good over there. And I think we're probably going to knock this out a little bit early. I know we didn't even go an hour, but again, we got stuff to do today, guys. So.
Yes. And so I really appreciate you guys. We had a banger Cobra Cast last night, so thank you for that. I'm not sure what I was gonna like. Again, there will be a Tuesday night's main event. I'm not sure in what capacity yet. But we'll see. We'll figure it out like we do everything else. I have no idea, but Ryan will not be there. That's the most important thing.
That is true. You can confirm that. I won't be there, but yeah, it's a good stream. So thanks for those who joined us an hour early. Go ahead.
Did we get Cole Hauser's $2? Hey, Ryan, your plushie was in good hands with G.I. Joe.
I must have missed that. Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, he posted it on Twitter.
Yes. So. Well, no, I did see the Twitter. Unless it was that super chat.
Okay. Got you. Yeah, so a lot of you are pouring in right now. that are going to be like, oh, wow, it started early. And unfortunately, we're ending early as well. So the stream started an hour early. We appreciate you guys. Sorry for a lot of you that were confused. We will see you tonight for Tuesday night's main event in some capacity. But we're going to have to end this right here, right now. We got things to do, places to go, people to see. Everybody's traveling right now. But we do love you guys. So thank you. Shout out to the 199 for continuing to be very supportive of us and everything that we do. Let's see. Scott McKenzie, a new one for Ryan, being refreshing. Cheers, 199. Yep. And then, yes, Real BBC, Shakara is an hour early too. Yeah, I think Ryan got both of those. But anyway, all right, guys, we're going to end it there. Have a great day, and we will see you in a while. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Damn it, Tomac. Hang on. Yeah. Holy crap. I guess we're not done yet. Chris says, Jeremy, at a hotel till Spectrum gets the internet fixed. Also, there is a G.I. Joe toy meet in Orlando, September 16th. Really? I need more info on that one. And then Tomac for 50. Can't wait for YouTubers to get paid for their IPs for filler content if the strikes go on for much longer. Well, Tomac, thank you. Tomac always drops like a surprise, or not always, but sometimes he'll drop the surprise 50, bring us back in here. I mean, I don't think YouTubers are ever gonna. I don't know, man. Will YouTubers ever get to a point where they get the money that based on how like Jimmy Fallon gets paid? No, probably not. You know what I mean? But it's also hard to understand what that's going to mean. This is all about building your own individual brands.
I don't know. XQC is getting paid more than Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel.
That is true. That is true.
He's getting paid more than LeBron fucking James.
Yeah, he is. So I don't know, man. But the point being is like, I don't know if somebody like PewDiePie makes as much money as somebody like Kimmel. I have no idea. Just based on ad revenue and specifics like that. Now, when you get like brand deals and all of that, then he probably makes more. But just specific to ad revenue, the fact that PewDiePie was the most viewed channel like just a few years ago, you know what I mean? I don't know. But it's a whole different ballgame. It's a completely different business model too. Completely different business model. We work for the people. That's really what it comes down to. We work for the people. And as long as you guys keep us in business, can't nobody touch us. That's what it comes down to. Mage Demon with an LOL. Thank you, Mage Demon. All right, is that it? Are we done? Are we caught up?
I think so, yeah.
All right, thank you, Tomac, for extending this. And go ahead, Ryan.
Do we have any, like, I don't think we put a link or anything. I don't think we have any direct donos for this one, but yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, guys. We appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.